Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So Chrono Cross is out today. We'll take a look at how the Metacritic score is for that, and if there may be any future games in the series. We also have the announcement of a new game from a well-known series from Ubisoft, and we have another game delay. We have those and some other topics to cover, but before we get started, if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, consider subscribing. That's the best way to let me know you enjoy the content on this channel. Now let's get started. So Chrono Cross, the Radical Dreamers edition is out today, and before we take a look at the Metacritic score, Famitsu sat down with several of the series creators and designers, and they had this to say. With the release of Chrono Cross, the Radical Dreamers edition approaching on April 7th, Famitsu sat down with Kato, Yuki, and Mitsuda to talk about the game, and they mentioned that so far they don't have any plans to continue the story of Chrono Cross. However, that is not a guarantee, as they also claim that anything can happen in the future. So at least as it looks right now, there's not a sequel planned for Chrono Cross. I think many people may have wondered that in the fact that they re-released this version to modern consoles, but it looks like there are no plans for a sequel, but can never rule anything out. And let's go ahead and take a look now at the Metacritic score. Right now you can see it's sitting at an 81, and this is on the Switch version. I think the other versions had close to the same score. Most of what I read said, yeah, it looks better than it did on previous consoles, but it's not something that you really need to go out and get unless it's just something you either want to play again or you just like this type of game. So let me know in the comments if you do pick this up, and if you're liking it, I may kind of wait to see if it goes on sale. Next, it looks like we may be getting a new Ghost Recon game, this coming from VGC. A new Ghost Recon game is in development at Ubisoft and could release within the next year according to a new report. Now this is all coming from a report from Kotaku, so take it as you will, but they seem to be pretty confident in it. And right now the codename is Over and has been in development for over a year and could release sometime in the next fiscal year. Now, another interesting note from this report down here at the bottom, Kotaku also claims that Ghost Recon Frontline, the free-to-play Warzone-like game revealed as part of Ghost Recon's 20th anniversary stream, has undergone a reset following negative fan feedback. Now, if you aren't familiar with this controversy, when this was revealed back in October of last year, many people didn't like that the game was a tactical shooter and that it was a free-to-play game that's going to be filled with a lot of microtransactions. So with Ubisoft saying that they're going to be doing a reset on Frontline, it makes me wonder if they're going to just kind of rethink the whole gameplay. So we still aren't really sure when this is going to come out, but maybe we'll find out some more later this year. And since we're on the topic of Ubisoft and Backlash, they decided they wanted to double down on NFTs. This coming from VGC, Ubisoft has promised that more of its games will feature NFTs in the future, despite the overall negativity its Quartz platform has been getting so far. So if you aren't familiar with the Quartz platform, this is basically the marketplace for NFTs within games. When talking about the backlash, the article goes on to say, despite this, a statement on the Ubisoft Quartz website tells players that the publisher will continue to add digits, its equivalent of NFTs, to its future games. Ghost Recon Breakpoint was the first game to get digits, and the statement claims that even though it won't be getting any more, there will be more games in the future that support them. So a lot of this has really got me thinking about the use of NFTs for in-game products. Many of these games are played online, and the servers for these games won't stay up forever. So there could come a point where you've purchased this NFT item in a game and you never can use it again because the game's no longer supported, or maybe the game even gets pulled from a marketplace. So as it stands right now, I don't think most gamers are really embracing this NFT craze, and I'm not really one of them either. So last week we talked about the digital E3 event being canceled, and with that happening, we suspected we would see more companies doing their own versions. So THQ Nordic has already made their announcement. THQ Nordic will host its second annual digital showcase event on August 12th at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, the company announced. You will be able to watch it on YouTube, Twitch, and Steam. So this stream is planned for about a month after when E3 would have taken place, so we can't be for sure that they were going to use this at E3 and now have just decided to do their own. But I would suspect we're going to see more of these pop up for more companies. And THQ Nordic has quite a few properties that don't have a release date or haven't been released yet. Here's a look at their Wikipedia page with a list of all the titles that have been announced, and there's quite a few here. So they should have quite a bit to show in August, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to show us. And finally, we have another game delay. This time it's 2 Point Campus. Here's their announcement from social media. We've been knocked back. We have some news to share on the release date for 2 Point Campus, which is moving back to 17th of May to the 9th of August. We're really sorry, but it's for the best. So we're looking at less than a 3-month delay, and I think that's pretty reasonable. I'm personally in favor of pushing games back and making sure they're complete and not having major issues. So I never tried its predecessor, 2 Point Hospital, but this is going to be coming out on Game Pass Day 1, so it may be worth checking out. And that's all we have for today. Did anything we talk about catch your attention? Are you going to pick up Chrono Cross? Is it something you played in the past and look forward to playing again? And do you think we'll ever get to the point where companies like Ubisoft will back off the NFTs? And are there any games from THQ Nordic that you hope to see in this digital event in August? Make sure to drop me a comment about these topics or anything else we covered today. I want to thank you for watching, and be good.